trees, forests and animals. Shyam and Sonali were very excited. They had just moved to Kolkata and had started liking the city a lot. They loved their new school because they had made many friends. It was a Thursday night and they had to go to school the next day. However, it wasn't going to be an ordinary day at school. They were leaving for an overnight trip to the Sundarbans. They reached school earlier than usual the next morning and boarded the bus with many other excited boys and girls. At 7 a.m., the bus set off for Namkhana. They arrived there at around 8:30 and had breakfast before taking a lunch across the river to the tourist lodge they were staying at near the Sundarbans National Park. At the lodge, the girls stayed in a dormitory. The boys shared rooms, 3 to a room. They were very excited about being away from the city. They had heard a lot about the beauty of the national park. Soon they were all ready and waiting in the garden for their teachers and the guide to take them to the park. Their guide was a cheerful man named Gopida. They liked him immediately. While on their way to the national park, Gopida gave them some interesting information about it. The Sundarbans National Park is located in the largest delta of the world. It is formed by the rivers Ganga, Brahmaputra and Meghna. The Sundarbans is also a tiger reserve and a World Heritage Site.
Why is the park called Sundarbans?
Sonali wanted to know. Gopida answered the question.
The Sundarbans have been named after the many Sundari trees found here, and Bon means forest in Bengali.
What other trees will we see?
Asked Pushpa.
Many more. Not just trees. You will see different kinds of forests.
Gopida replied. By this time, they had entered the forest. They did see so many different kinds of trees.
What about the wildlife?
The boys asked.
I was waiting for that question.
Gopida smiled.
Don't worry. We will get to see many animals and birds.
He pointed to spotted deer, rhesus monkeys, fishing cats, and wild boars. Among the water animals and reptiles, they saw water monitors, otters, snakes, lobsters, different kinds of fish, shrimp, red fiddler crabs, hermit crabs, worms, and even saltwater crocodiles. The girls were a bit scared of the reptiles. Gopida showed them beautiful birds like kingfishers, herons, woodpeckers, storks, Brahmin ducks, ibises, waterfowls, and egrets.
Now I will take you to see something special,
Gopida announced. He led them to see the olive ridley turtle, which is an endangered species. The girls thought they were very cute. The boys were waiting to see the bigger animals. They threw a question to our friendly guide.
What about the Asiatic lion? Do some of them live here?
No, my young friend. You will have to visit the Gir forest in Gujarat to see them,
replied Gopida.
What about the Royal Bengal tiger? Isn't that an endangered species as well?
Asked Mukesh.
That's right, young man,
Answered Gopida.
However, the best time to see the tigers is between October and April, when they come to bath in the river. They are hardly seen now, but I will share some interesting information about them with you. The number of tigers keep going down. There used to be a few lakhs. Now there are less than 2,500. The Royal Bengal tigers live in India and are sometimes called Indian tigers. About half of all wild tigers are Bengal tigers. They live for about 8 to 10 years. They are powerful and hunt mostly at night.
No two tigers have exactly the same stripes.
A hungry tiger can eat as much as 27 kilos in one night.
And did you know that most tigers stay away from humans?
Thank goodness.
Said Rakhi.
I was scared that one of them may see me and suddenly decide that it's hungry.
Everyone laughed. Rohan teased her by growling in her ear. Grrr, grrr. She growled back at him and then yawned. Everyone suddenly realized that they were tired, and the teachers decided it was time to return to the lodge. They would all have to wake up early the next morning and head back to the city. Each one of them thanked their friendly guide Gopida before they headed sleepily to their rooms. That night, Rohan had a dream that he was being chased by a tiger. He was so scared that he fell off the bed and woke up on the floor to see Shyam and Harsh laughing their heads off.